Hi everyone. Top 10 and under 10 for the White Stripes. Bright side is probably never getting another White Stripes album again. So I feel safe that there's a high probability that this top 10 may not change all that much over the years, other than maybe a song here or there fluctuating every once in a while with a song that got left out. Let's get into this one. All right, so I'm going to start off with Icky Thump from Icky Thump. Great tune. Love the bass line on it. The Icky Thump album, the whole way around, is actually a really enjoyable album, but a lot of it kind of fell through the cracks for me only because I didn't get the album when the album first came out. I picked it up years later, and I think that kind of put me off the album just a little bit. But Icky Thump, totally into that one. Then we're into Blue Orchid from the Get Behind Me Satan album. Great tune, man. Another one where the drum, Meg White really, she takes so much crap as a drummer that she doesn't deserve. Meg does the most important job in the world as it's needed. She keeps the rhythm for the song, for all the songs. And the other thing that goes with Meg is Meg can handle changing it up and improvising it when they mess with the songs, because they do mess with the songs live and they do them a little differently sometimes. So they're not always playing the exact same thing. They play by vibe. They play by feel. A lot of the times they did not have set lists and they just went from song to song to song. And Meg held her own. Is it as hard as what Jack had to do? No. But without Meg, the White Stripes would not have sounded the way they did. However, that being said, if Jack White ever wants to go out touring just White Stripes and Meg doesn't want to tour, Jack, I'm available. I have no problem going out. And since I have played so many White Stripes songs over the years, I can handle it. Okay. So, yeah, Blue Orchid, Icky Thump. Now we're on to As Ugly As I Seem, also from Get Behind Me, Satan. Another tune. This is one of those more album cut kind of tunes, and I really kind of dig in this one. This one's got more of their older school kind of vibe to it, which is awesome, and it really works for me. All right. The White Stripes song that I and every band have played more than any other White Stripes song, Seven Nation Army. The song that is noted as having one of the greatest bass lines of all time and having absolutely no bass line to it whatsoever. It's all guitar. However, when my band played it, we sure as hell played it with a bass. Because it sounded way better, man. We got real heavy with that one, man. Had the bass doing its thing, and then, Buddy Drew would come in and just rip those solos when they were new. You could just hear him kicking in, and he'd duplicate. Like, when I say duplicate, I mean, he would duplicate them. Like, the whole nuances, everything, and all. Just come in with the way you're supposed to. I love Seven Nation Army. Everybody loves Seven Nation Army. You can't not love Seven Nation Army. It's just that great of a song. Then we're into Hardest Button to Button, another song that I have actually covered a lot. I really enjoyed playing it with my band. Really enjoyed the song the whole way around. I still do to this day. It is a bitch to play and sing at the same time, which is what I had to do, but great tune the whole way around. Another one where I just love doing Meg's drum lines, man. Just love doing Meg's drum lines. They're just so simple and so enjoyable. And one more off the Elephant album, Cold Cold Night. I believe this is Meg singing on this one, if I recall correctly. And I just absolutely love her voice on this one. If it isn't Meg, I do apologize, but I thought it was always Meg on this one for some reason. Absolutely love her on this, love the singing on this, and it works out so well. It's so sultry, so it made me want to do Meg. All right, moving on to the next tune. We got Dead Leaves and Dirty Ground from the White Blood Cells album. This was actually, I believe, the first song I had ever heard from the White Stripes. Right before the Elephant album broke, the White Stripes were getting a fair amount of play between Dead Leaves and Dirty Ground and About a Girl, I think it was, is the other one. The Lego video one. I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, About a Girl. They Correct me if I'm thinking of the wrong song. That's what the comments are for. But anyways, those two songs, really enjoyed them, really got into them. But Dead Leaves and Dirty Ground is definitely the one song on that album I really enjoy. The other one I really enjoy actually is I Think I Smell a Rat. I love the simplicity of it. I love the almost punk mentality of it. The drumming's almost too complicated to give it a punk vibe, which is hilarious since we're talking about Meg. But everything about this, man, this song just has such great energy and combustible elements to it. It's just so good. Then from the Distill album, I included You're Pretty Good Looking for a Girl. You're pretty good looking for a girl. Yeah, good tunes. Really fun, really enjoyable, really get into it. Just got some great kind of swing and vibe to it. And the first two White Stripes albums, one of the parts that was kind of cool about them was how much of a folksy element they still had to them, and acoustic-y kind of coffee house kind of vibe, and that's how this song feels. And I really enjoy that, really, really enjoy that. And then finally, from the original White Stripes album, I've got Do. Slow blues, just fantastic tune. Really dig this one, really get into it. I wanted to include a song from every album on here. As part of the reason why Do got onto the list. I definitely could have picked more songs from the Elephant album. And I could have honestly completely ignored Distill and White Stripes altogether if I wanted to. But I felt that would be wrong because I like a lot of the folksy stuff that they did in the early days. And to completely ignore it for a lot more of the rocky stuff felt disingenuous. There are a couple of the singles I could easily slip in here, but once again, that means I would have to kill some of the other songs on this list. Because Icky Thumb ain't going nowhere, Blue Orchid ain't going nowhere. Ugly as I Seem, I could actually switch that out even just for other songs off that album. Seven Nation Army's not going anywhere. Hard as Button to Button's not leaving my list. Cold Cold Night's not leaving my list. Dead Leaves and Dirty Ground isn't leaving my list. I Think I Smell a Rat. I could switch that out from songs off of the Blackpool Lights DVD that they did live, but I didn't want to include any of the covers on here either, which is why I chose some of the songs that I did and left out others. The whole way around, one more time, just to summarize this, we are talking about Icky Thump, Blue Orchid, As Ugly as I Seem, Seven Nation Army, Hardest Button to Button, In the Cold Cold Night, Dead Leaves and Dirty Ground, I Think I Smell a Rat, You're Pretty Good Looking for a Girl, and Do. Those are my top 10 and 10. And I don't have to rush the exit like I've done with every other one before this point, which is great. So, folks, let me know what you think down below. Let me know what your top 10 is for the White Stripes. I am honestly interested. Like I said, this one, there's some songs that definitely will fluctuate over the years in and out. So, but most of it is pretty hardcore set for me. Otherwise, check out a couple links down below. When you're going down there, you're going to see the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. If you could please hit that for me. The subscribe button really is important. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.